Oh, it's such a nice night outside. Minus the fact that we're going super slow up this hill. Can you, let's see, Great Florida? Can you go Great Florida? I would appreciate it. My bike is not happy with you at the moment. Why are we going 30? Oh dear. Is there anybody in front of you? Nope. So I try not to go on many rants, and I know I'm very motivational as far as what I like to talk about usually. And you know, I don't believe in being PC, because often PC is kind of like gentle denial of certain truths. So I'm just gonna have this little mini rant, I guess, because I believe it's authentically, why do we have to be turning the same way? Because I believe that it's authentically how I feel. And it's just something that I want to talk about. And that's what's nice about vlogging, is that you guys can decide if what I have to talk about is worth your time or not. And since it's my channel, I can talk about it if I want. Mucho benefits, huh? So, I have a very hard time with people who are drowning, and when you throw out a life raft to them, they throw it back to you and punch you in the face. Because that's what I kind of liken it to, you know. I try and be a person of good character and good faith, and try and see the best in people. And I know a lot of people, on a very shallow level. I know a lot of people. I mean, it's not like I have a bajillion best buds, because I think that's not realistic. Everybody cannot be your best friend, despite in my unicorn world where I wish it was true. But, you know, there are just some people that no matter how much you try and encourage them and support them and, you know, lift them up when they're sad, they just want to be down. And you can tell those kind of people, because immediately when you try to give them any kind of advice, even when they ask for it, that's the ironic thing. Even if you're just like, oh honey, you can do better, or you'll do a good job, or I know you've got what it takes, or whatever, they still just, drone on and on, poor me, wah. And, you know, I'm a girl that believes in helping people. I love to help people. Most of the things that I have done in my life, or the things that I intend to pursue, involve helping people in some form or fashion, because I love people. I love what makes them tick. I love what makes them dream and think and be better or worse, or passionate or wonderful. And there's beauty in people. There really is. And not just like dictionary beauty, but beauty that cannot be seen. It can only be, oh fuck, I don't have nuts, but if I did, that would have really fucking hurt. One moment, please. Anyway, so you know, people are amazing creatures, like, and every one of them is different. And knowing what makes them tick or not tick, and getting to know them on such a very genuine level, where words don't they just don't do it. I love that. I love connecting with people on that level. And maybe that's why I talk about, you know, such deep stuff. You don't see a lot of my videos being like, you know, goofy or just telling you about my day or things like that. Because these are the things that I think about the most. Most of my time is thinking about shit like this. It's who I am as a person. And it's really, really disheartening when you try and make that connection with somebody. You try and be their friend, you try and support them, you try and show them that they have what it takes to do whatever it is that they want to do, to be the very best person that they could ever be, in any way that they want to be, if they're willing to put in the work. And it's super, super unattractive, disheartening, turny-offy, really bad friendship or relationship or whatever, when you try and do that with someone and they just, you know, they just don't have the depth. They don't have the depth. Just incapable. And to a certain extent, I don't blame them for that, because, you know, some of us go through situations in our life that make us hardened or ignorant or whatever. But some of us, others, have been sheltered from those kinds of things and are the way that we are simply because we don't ever do anything to improve. But then we wonder why our life is shit. So getting to my kind of story here is that, you know, I see on Facebook a lot, having 1,200 some friends. I see a lot of really great positive things, and I see a lot of shit. Now, I'm a Beachbody coach, which I take great joy and pride in, and just passion spew all over the place when I talk about it, because it really is based around on all the things that I just said. You know, making a connection, showing people they're not alone, and helping them make their life better and see how great they can be. So a lot of my newsfeed, like when I first became a Beachbody coach, I really started to rid myself of people that are not like-minded, that were negative or, you know, pessimistic, or just downright shitty fucking people. It happens. It really happens. And, you know, I'm not always perfect. I mean, not every day is a good day, but I try not to talk about it when it's not a good day. You know, that's what your close friends are for. Spewing it all over Facebook to get attention, you know, it'll work for a while. I mean, people are genuinely, especially if you're a part of Beachbody or the moto vlogging community, like, genuinely, we have a lot of luck in attracting some really, really awesome people that just want to do anything they can to help you or teach you if you show that you are genuine. And then there's just, it just bothers me so much when people want to just spew all over wherever, Facebook, any of the other social media bullshit, or even other people just constantly complaining about how bad their life is. And no matter what happens with this complaining, there's never enough. There's never a solution. Their life is just so beyond fixable. And it's usually, that's what's ironic. It's usually about the dumbest shit. I mean, rarely is it about a subject that is something where you're like, wow, I don't even know what to say to you except that I want to hug you because that sucks so badly. Because usually the people that go through true pain, that have those it really sucks so badly moments, handle it a lot better. You know, they'll say, a good friend of mine, a good moto vlogging buddy, is going through a hard time with the loss of his relationship. My heart goes out to you, buddy, because you're a great guy. But he's going through the loss of his marriage, And, you know, he made a genuine, honest post about it the other day, you know, just saying, hey, you guys, like, this is what's up. I'm just telling it how it is, but, you know, on the bright side, here's this, this, and this. And he was so fucking awesome about it, and so gracious, and so wonderful. Or my friend Lindsay, who was in the hospital, pretty serious. I hope you feel better, Linz. But was in the hospital. And she still just had wonderful, like, silver lining kind of posts and things. You know, you are what you carry through the world. And if you carry this luggage of sludge and shit all the time, you're not contributing to a better world, I guess you could say. Or even, you know, because that might be a little bit abstract. I am a philosophy minor in school, so I like to talk about, you know, the big picture kind of shit. But for those of you that are like, oh God, let's not talk about bettering the world, you're not even bettering the lives of the people that are around you when you just are not even, gosh, I don't even know what to say about it. Like, when you're just not, you're pushing crap around is what you're doing. You know, you're smearing things all over the place in an attempt to get attention. And it's really unbecoming. Ooh, what was that? So, it's just, I should just tell you, it's kind of the story. When people whine about money problems and, you know, injuries and things like that and everything, and then they suddenly are posting about something that completely contradicts everything that they've just tried to garner some sympathy and support and pity and, oops, did you see that? Fucking kill switched myself, really? Panic switch. Got it. Okay. I win. I guess I win the kill switch war against myself. But, you know, when somebody posts, oh, you know, I don't have any money to do anything, and then you see them posting about buying a new purse, a $300 purse, or, you know, they can never afford their bills and have to borrow money from friends, but they're buying huge ass flat screen televisions, or, you know, they're talking about how they can't fix the bike they have, and they're talking about getting a new one, and it's just like, you're just wasting my time trying to lift you up because you're doing it for sympathy. And people do what works. People, if I can stress one thing, it's that people do what works. It is what it is. And of course people will say, well, you know, no, I don't. Being addicted to drugs or alcohol or sex or gambling or being irresponsible or being an attention whore or all those kind of things, there's no payoff for me in that. I'm going to call you out and I'm going to say bull fucking shit. I got a dirty mouth tonight. Dirty mouth. I need to calm down. I don't know what my deal is. Anyway. So, I'm going to call you on it. Because in every way, you know, just biologically, mentally hardwired, you will not do things that do not work for you in some way. They have to have some kind of payoff. Nothing you do has no payoff. It just doesn't. You give me any example, I can give you an example of how it gives you a payoff. You may not like it. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, drugs. We'll use drugs as the easy example. People say, well, drugs are ruining my life. There's no payoff to being addicted to drugs. And I say, well, is that if there was no payoff, you wouldn't continue to do them. It's just biologically how you're hardwired, and your payoff can be a lot of things. It can be getting attention, because negative attention is still attention. Look at that. But it can be getting attention. It can be garnering sympathy from people. It can be running from your problems that you don't want to have to face because they're too painful. It can be all of those things. There's something. It's all a matter of if you have the balls to face it or not. If you have the balls to tell yourself the truth about what's going on. Denial is not just a river in Egypt, people. It's not. And some people just want to be in denial about the fact that either they've caused their life situation or that they can do anything about it because there's a payoff in some way. Whether it's, you know, all of this, I don't have to go over it again. I don't need to talk in circles, and I mentioned. But there's people just, they do what works. And so, the other part of that is being the people that enable that person. You know, you can't, in the end, the person's going to do whatever the hell they want anyway. They just are. They just are. You know, we all want to save our friends or family or people that we love, or hell, even our Facebook friends that we hardly know. We just want to make people feel better, or at least most of us. There's plenty of exceptions to that rule. But at a certain point, you can lead a zebra to the lake, but you can't make him drink. I was trying to be creative. You know what I'm getting at. You know, it's just they have to make the decision for themselves. But people can enable that, because sometimes the bad habits that people have are the payoff that they get from those habits is the attention from the enablers. So when you go and try and make someone feel better about their situation or you know, whatever, once or twice, understandable. But at a certain point, you need to let them pull themselves up by their own bootstraps and be like, you know, I feel sorry for you. I hope things get better for you, but, you know, I can't play into this anymore because it just, you know, you're not doing the right things, or you're not being healthy, or you're not, you know, you're not trying to, you're drowning in 2 inches of water and refusing to stand up. You just want somebody to save you. So if you continue to be the person that enables them, and if their only payoff from the situation is the attention from the enablers, then you are helping to feed whatever it is that's bringing them down from their full potential. So come on, people. Come on. You know what you gotta do to make your life better. You gotta do it. Just do it. You know, we're not all perfect. None of us are perfect. That was a funny saying. None of us are perfect. All of us make mistakes. All of us indulge in things we probably shouldn't in different ways. Mentally, oh, that was a bug. That was terrible. Mentally, physically, emotionally, it's part of being human. But when it's staring you straight in the face, life has a way of making you learn the lessons it wants you to learn. And if you keep having the same kind of problems just in a different context, it should fucking tell you something. It should tell you something. You have a lesson to learn, my dear. And for a lot of people, sadly, that lesson is sack the fuck up. Sack up. Sack up and take responsibility for your life and the way that it is. Because nobody is going to do it for you. Your dreams, your goals, your wants, your wishes, your life experiences are not just going to fall in your lap. They're just not. It doesn't happen that way. You have to work for the things that you want, and you have to evolve into the kind of person that is worthy of the things that you want. Whether that be a partner, a job, a lifestyle. You have to go out and rise to the occasion. rise to the occasion. Play up. Play with people that are better than you so that you can learn the skills to be better yourself. And a truly good person will reach down and take someone up with them. So, hope you guys have enjoyed my little bitchy, cussy, terrible rants this evening. I don't know why I'm such a potty mouth tonight. Such a potty mouth. Potty mouth! But, everyone, sending big hugs your way. Thank you for the comments. I know that I've been MIA a little bit. June has been a nutso month. Nutso. Crazy, crazy nutso. But I promise lots of vlogs coming. Lots just need to be edited. So have a good night. Ride safe. Wear your gear. And I will see you on the flip side.